Bienvenidos a los Amigasos, donde tenemos de todo
todo
para
para
todos.
todos.
This is your co-host, Lupe, el que te escupe.
What's going on, guys? I'm your co-host, BETO.
Yo, what's going on? My name is Victor.
And if this is your first time here, Los Amigasos, aquí mezclamos un poquito de risas, deep topics, y un poquito de mamadas de vez en cuando. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about AI. Yeah. Why don't you take it away, brother?
Yes, so today we're going to talk about AI and technology and how it affects our lives. Do we like it? O nos da un poquito de miedito? So, right now, what we're going to talk about is, do you think our phones are listening to us? Would you fall in love with an AI? You know, ¿podías sobrevivir una semana sin tech? Or what's the future going to look like? And is there going to be flying cars? Is there going to be...
Okay, motherfucker, you ain't gonna put every topic out there, bro.
That's just like the sneak peek that we're going to talk about today.
All right, so you're saying about phones, que si nos escuchan?
I mean, I think that's a given, bro. Because think about it, like, every time you say, like, hey, Siri, like, you know,
Yeah.
it automatically knows that you're talking to,
Yeah.
right? And, like, people who, like, have smart homes, like, what is it, Google Play or, no,
Google Assistant?
Google
Assistant.
And
or
then
Alexa?
and you have Alexa too, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they're, like, listening every time on command, right? You say the command and, like, they'll do whatever change you tell it to do, right?
Yeah, and it's
So-
funny you say that. It's like, I've had moments like, que nomás estoy allí just talking or whatever, and all of a sudden the fucking Siri responds saying,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Toda esa mierda. So it's kind of spooky at the same time.
Yeah, because the AI, I'm sorry, the iPhones, they definitely are listening to us. The FBI, definitely. Because for a while, I was scared because, you know, when you use your iPhone and let's say you're talking about, well, a few years ago, it happened, like, where you talk about a certain thing, like, let's say, like
Any topic.
yeah, like, well, for example, like car wash, like if you talk about car washes, your phone is going to listen in, and then you get ads, like, about car washes,
Yeah.
or like
Or anything.
like a car, and it will show up on your feed. But I don't think that happens anymore, right? No, it still happens,
I
right?
think it happens.
Like, when you go, like, on Facebook or Instagram, like, you still get, like, kind of ads like that. Or, like, you do, like, a Google search, right? Like, recently I just signed up for, like, a new gym, bro, and, like, then I started just getting ads all over, like, you know, Facebook and shit like that about it. On, like, different,
But when you talk, like, let's say you don't have your phone, like you're not using your phone, and it's just completely off, and then you just talk about whatever. It listens in what you're saying, and then all of a sudden you get like ads.
Get ass.
Ads,
I was like, what the fuck?
advertisements.
All right. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, wasn't there that lawsuit with Apple too a while back?
Yeah, I think there was a lawsuit with Apple, and supposedly they were listening in, and like it was some sort of lawsuit with like data invasion. And I think they were, I forgot who it was, but they sued Apple, and then basically they won because Apple was listening in, and they didn't even activate, or they didn't even know they had Siri, and Siri was like listening to the conversation, and basically they got sued, and they won against Apple.
So do you think we're giving up privacy for convenience or vice versa?
Oh, 100%.
Shit.
I mean, I don't have, like, a smart home system in my house, bro, and I don't think I ever will. So, I mean, I get the idea. It's like, right, let's say, like, and it's an example, right? A lot of people have the Alexa speaker, right?
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, they always, like, say, hey, Alexa, play music or whatever while they're doing, like, chores around the house, which is convenient as fuck, right? And it's also, like, people are always listening to, like, everything you're talking about and doing. I don't know, bro. Like, it's just weird, you know? So the thing that there's, like, someone else on the other side,
Yeah.
just, like, essentially, like, just spying on you, bro.
Well, not even listening to. They're also watching us. Like, where iPhones and like for a while, webcams on the computers was scary because they would just spy on you. Like, because what I started doing was just put tape on a freaking webcam.
I remember in college,
Because that shit is kind of scary. Because like, I mean, it is true that they're spying on us, like FBI, CIA. I believe it because all the technology that we use.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned about the tape on the camera. For me, I never took it serious. Like, I was like, oh, that's a bunch of nonsense or whatever. But then eventually I was kind of like skeptical. Like, you know how you want to stare at the camera so hard, like just looking at it? And you're like, man, what if this shit is actually recording?
Yeah, because for a while I never used Face ID. You know how your iPhone, you unlock your iPhone with your Face ID. For a while I was scared. I was like paranoid because I was like, man, I think they're gonna like take my my data by scanning my face, and like the FBI will use that information for some bullshit.
Yeah,
because I feel like that's what they do. Like companies,
mm-hmm.
Because companies are supposed to keep your data safe, right?
Essentially, but a lot of them, like in the terms, like they'll sell your data too, bro.
Yeah, that's what's scary because I mean, there's also a bunch of lawsuits like OpenAI, ChatGPT. Like they're supposed to like keep your data safe, but they sell it to other companies and to make money. But like there's no way of telling if your data secure or not.
Yeah. I know it's weird, but I mean at the same time it's like that's where we're going. Like it is,
I think we also become like very dependent on technology for like every aspect, bro. I mean like on a daily basis, I think most of us, use like whether it's Apple Maps or Google Maps just to get like around, man. And like some people don't even know how to get around without it, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of crazy. And not just that, I mean like talking about like maps, it's like siempre te dice que hay un chingo de tráfico. It's like, well, obviously because they're like tracking everybody who's like there, right?
Yeah.
So in order for you to use maps, like they gotta track your ass. You gotta essentially give them access to track you, and that's how they're able to tell you, hey, traffic is stuck here, right? Because they're tracking all of those drivers right there.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. It's like keeping tabs on you wherever you go and shit like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because on the Google Maps, there's a way to turn off like the real time tracker. Because basically, GPS, the way it works, like, basically it tracks your whole movement and your coordinates. But there's a way to turn it off if you don't want to be tracked. But it's kind of scary that people don't know.
I didn't even know that.
Actually. Yeah, I know that.
I didn't know that. I just fucking pop up Google Maps and wherever I'm going, I do it. But even though, like, if you're like you said, there's people that don't know their way around it, they don't have Google Maps. I mean, essentially that is true, but I use Google Maps even though we're from Austin, right? Like, I know almost every street. I don't need it. I use it just because I don't want to be stuck in traffic so much.
But like, because you know how you work in the county, or the jail county. Like, how do they catch? So like, when you call 911, right? Like, how do they track the person, the location? Like, when how you call 911, and they're like, "Well, what's your location?" But they already have your location, but they keep asking questions. What street are you in? What house? Blah blah. But they already the police is already coming. They already know where you are.
Yeah, I mean, same thing, bro. I think it's just essentially it's just technology, dude. Like, what do you call it? You know how like there's movies where, you have drug dealers or whatever, and they have like the burner phone or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so like they use those so they can't track the conversation or can't hear the conversation essentially. So it's the same thing when like you call 911, they're already recording, they already know your location, they know everything there is. Hell, I think now you could even text 911. If I'm not mistaken, from what I read last time. So it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's safer.
Yeah, because the iPhones, they have I think the SOS. Mm-hmm. So if you turn it off, like if you power down your phone, it still tracks your location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the battery dead, like it still gives it.
Still has a signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it is scary, like being tracked and people listening to you all the time, bro. But I think also like how it affects like society itself, right? Like how we interact as humans now. Like, you know, a lot of like all the, like the dating websites and things like that, right? I mean, social media, like you're able to know what someone else like that lives outside of your city or outside of your country is doing, bro. Well, like before, like, I mean, that's just recent, you know, like the last 20, 30 years. And, you know, before, like, that didn't exist. I think it's also, like, we consume so much information now, which, like, I think our brain and body just can't essentially take, right?
Yeah.
It's like you hear all these studies now coming out where, like, people are, like, always, like, stressed, depressed, whatever. I think because we were consuming so much information that, like, we just physically and mentally cannot take it.
Yeah, I mean, all the information is out there. I can tell you that because even on your like your bank accounts, because I have Capital One, and it tells you like if
Put your whole business out there. Damn, dog. You might as well give them your social security number. Then not his, mate.
but it tells you like if your information
Say where this motherfucker works. I have this bang.
oh bad. Well, my information is already out there. So but anyways, but it tells you like if your social security number has been compromised like on the dark web, like it tells you on the report.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, I want to find out.
Like
just give out yours so we can see right now.
Because you know how your accounts get hacked.
Yeah,
like it notifies you that your information is being used like somewhere else.
Yeah,
Pretty cool though.
but you saying the banks? So I know, like, have you seen like? I mean, I guess the videos or like the stuff that happens where like if you go pay at the gas station, they have that removable thing, like where those hackers be doing. Like if you pay, they get all your information, and it's like it's a decoy from paying the actual store, and then you got the little gadgets where like if you have your wallet out and you know you have those tap cards in the tap, like they can get all your information just by doing that shit.
Yeah,
which is crazy to think about. Like how much information can they actually take out? You know. But I think that's just the way we're going. You know, like we don't have no privacy anymore.
Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of like the start of it. Like now with like AI,
Yeah,
like how much has progressed in like the last couple of years, right? With like, I mean, now like you see some of like the AI videos being made from when they were being made like a year or two ago. Like it's fucking crazy. Like you can still kind of tell they're AI, but some of them are just getting better and better. Like as you go. So it's like at what point do we say like, hey, there has to be some sort of like warning or something saying like, hey, this is an AI video, because you know then people are gonna start creating like false stories or you know like using it to manipulate like stories as well, right? And then I mean already like the media doesn't tell us the truth, right? So how are we gonna know? Now it's gonna make it even harder for us to know what's really going on essentially, and people are gonna use that to like brainwash other people or like you know switch the narrative.
Yeah, I think it's just weird how this shit is just evolving. I mean, we just gotta fucking adapt, I guess. But it's like, it's weird. Like, I think nowadays you can buy a fucking robot or some shit like that, and they do all the fucking chores for you or whatever.
Yeah, I think.
Have you seen those robots in Austin? That they have. I don't know if you guys seen them. It's like,
are you talking about the Uber Eats ones?
I've seen a robot this fucking small. It's a security.
What the fuck? No.
I don't know, because I know in Austin they have the Waymos, and then they have these little robots that just added, but they also have the delivery
for HEV, right?
Yeah, the cars.
Yeah,
I mean
everything. I think essentially the way I see it is that humans have been lazy now. Like everything is just more like, oh, just have this, do it, and we'll be chilling.
But you know, it's gonna be more complicated because I think what's gonna happen is AI is gonna have a bunch of laws. Like that's gonna be like a new
constitution.
Yeah, like you know how, because you know how laws are made. It's gonna be like just specifically for AI because there's so much shit that we don't understand, and you have to have that knowledge of like.
I mean, there has to be some sort of like check for it, right? Like checks and balance for it, bro. Because people are just gonna be, you know, taking advantage of it essentially, right?
Now we're talking about constitution. This shit just popped in my head. Now, imagine Okay, so tell me this. I think I've heard it. So person that does, let's say, builds a fucking man. I guess the way good point to do it. Let's say child molesters, right? Who's at fault in this one? I'm gonna give you a scenario. All right, the person that created the child that's an AI, and then bless you, and then it's like they have all these other man AIs molesting the child, but there's really no charge towards the person that created all that. Who's more at fault, the people that are tuning in to see it, or the person that created it? And I think essentially that's where AI, everything is just fucking going out of control when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah, because even like I just saw a video where the Waymo got pulled over by the police, but there was nobody driving, so who gets the ticket?
Oh yeah, I was hearing about
What
that.
the fuck? Oh, talking about Waymo, dude. There is this one time I was coming out of work. Yeah, you put there was a Starbucks. A Waymo was turning right. It was take the right, and there was a homeless dude and whatever. And mind you, there's no one in the fucking car. This dude starts fucking flicking la verga. And I'm like, bro, where the fuck are you flicking off? And essentially, that's what I always thought. Like, I wonder if there's been a person that does stupid shit to like a Waymo. And there you go. My prayers were answered.
Yeah.
It's just fucking ridiculous, dude.
I don't know. I wouldn't trust getting in a Waymo right now. I think on Austin and is it San Francisco that have them. I think they're like the only. There might be 2 or 3 cities, but we're one of the few that have them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I know they've been like testing it for like over a decade, but I think we're at a point where like there's still a lot of human error, like in traffic, and obviously AI is gonna develop and learn as it goes. Just like talking specifically for Waymo, right? But because there's so much human error still, like I think you're still gonna cause a lot of accidents. Like if all cars were self-driving, I think that would reduce, accidents and problems to occur because, they're gonna take have the best solution for like the less resistance. Where it's like, I mean, a human being drunk or whatever, obviously is gonna cause, an accident or getting, whereas a Waymo, it's never gonna be quote unquote under the influence and it's gonna, follow the law essentially, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, AI is gonna get better because right now they're just testing it and it's just brand new. Well, it's not brand new. Like it's been around for a while, but like I think over time it's gonna get better, and because I think right now a lot of people are also scared of AI because they're taking over jobs and stuff like that. But I mean, there's also a lot of benefits to like AI because it makes our lives easier. But
yeah, but then it's like ChatGPT, right? Like you were talking about how like you've used it for school and things like that, but then like it's just making us dumber essentially, bro. Because then we're not essentially using our critical thinking skills, but the people to solve our like or like to like solve problems, right? Like let's say like students, right? Like they go to, I mean, would you trust a surgeon, bro, who like got through college and studies, bro, like using a lot, like essentially using, like using a lot of ChatGPT, like, would you trust that person to like open you up and like he has you open in the table and then asking ChatGPT, okay, what do I do next? Like,
that's true,
bro.
That's true because
I don't know, bro. I wouldn't trust that shit.
But yeah, because that's kind of controversial because AI, what it basically is it reduces human error, bro. That's what it is. Like, so like he was saying, would you trust a doctor? Like he would know what to do next. But if it was like an AI doctor, like there's always bugs like in programming, so they wouldn't know what to do. So like, but it just depends. Like,
No, but I agree with what he's saying though. Like,
but I'm talking about like the actual human being, right? Like we're taking advantage of AI to get through courses, maybe get like jobs. I mean, for example, like we did this on purpose. We used ChatGPT to give us the segment, right?
Because
like
we were lazy.
But you see how easy it was, right? But it prevents us or like it stops us from like thinking outside the box, right? And like really like pushing ourselves, to think. Or we're just like, oh, let me just type it in ChatGPT and like for it to give me the answer. And I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you're saying is like the people that they use AI don't really know how to use it, but the people that actually designed it, like, they know how to use it. So I think it just depends who you ask. Like ChatGPT, it can be used for like a bunch of things, right? But
Yeah, but I feel like we'll start losing a lot of like skills as generations. You know, like we're already losing skills, right? Like from previous generations, like because we were essentially kind of like that generation where we were kind of like the last ones like who would still play outside, but like, you know, video games were like coming through, television shows, etc. Like all of that, you know, like in the early 2000s, right? Because now, like I look at, you know, like younger, you know, siblings in my family, right? Like family members, whatever. Like siempre en el teléfono, bro. Like siempre pegados en el teléfono.
Even for dinner or anything.
Dinner, bro. Like there's
headphones, everything.
An iPad, bro. Like there's no
Human
connection. Yeah, there's no human connection now, right? Like everybody's always texting, bro. And it's like, dog, like we're here, like let's talk, right? Like let's live in the moment. So it's like when we die, like how much time are we gonna be in front of like a screen, right? Like I don't know, like I've been trying to like reduce my screen time for like my phone in particular, right? And like I'm still averaging like 3-4 hours, but like I know people who, goddamn, bro, like 8 hours a day, and that's just their phone, right? So it's like we're also like in front of our computers, you know, we're watching TV, Netflix, Hulu, whatever it may be, and like people who work office jobs, like you know, that's already 8 hours minimum in front of a screen.
Everything, dude. I think it's just the way shit is going through.
Yeah, because I think it's just like a paradox. Like a paradox where technology makes us closer, but it just makes us farther.
Well, that's what I essentially I feel like that's FaceTime too, which it's good too because, you know, like if you have people in Mexico or somewhere else in the world, you can't physically be with them. At least FaceTime gives you that opportunity to at least see them face to face. So there is some good to it, but then there's also like
I think there's good and bad for it. You know, not everything is bad. Like that, that's a good way to like use it, right?
Right.
And again, like all the information is out there, right? Like you could essentially educate yourself to have a Harvard degree, you know, just Googling things, right? You obviously you won't get the fucking degree, but you could educate yourself to that level for free if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but I think in certain jobs like manufacturing, I mean, manufacturing it doesn't take a lot of skill. Like everything can be automated because essentially like manufacturing is just making things, right? So it's a lot of repetition. So for that we can use AI.
So now let me ask y'all this: everything ties up to what we talked about, and obviously there's more to talk about. What about if AI ruled the world, right? What would their first order of business be? Like a law they would make? Get rid of
like if robots took over?
Yeah, like essentially technology, robots or whatever.
And like we were essentially like under their dictatorship.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
take fucking what? Get rid of human?
I mean, because what would they make us do, right? Like, I mean, they don't need food. I mean, they need power. That's still.
I think it'll be emotion. They can't feel emotion or anything.
Yeah. I mean, in a way you can, because you can program it to have empathy or sympathy.
Well, see, now that you brought that up, I saw this movie. I think Megan Fox is in it. And I think it's Severance, whatever. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Because it's like about that
shit. Reason you remember.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I remember, like, I don't remember Megan Fox from Transformers. That was the first time I knew about Megan Fox. But anyways, back to the point. She's like this, like, fucking fine AI person, right? And then, mind you, so long story short, the dad, there's a family, dad, mom, and the little girl. Yeah. The girl, the dad goes to buy the fucking AI to help out, like kind of like a butler, I guess, essentially. And then I guess she finds this attachment towards the guy, and essentially the guy fucking fucks her. And it's like, what the fuck? Right? And then the wife's in the hospital, and then she's like saying, and then it gives you all these fucking, you know, scenarios to the point where like, is that really cheating or is that not cheating because she can't feel emotion? Or whatever the case, right? And then the girl, and then she kind of tries to take over as the mother of the family. right? So they bump heads with the actual mom and the AI. And so it comes to the point where like she finally was able to feel emotion con el guy. Like she starts developing feelings and whatever.
Yeah.
So that's when the whole shit starts going sideways because like this bitch can't fucking feel anything like that. But I bet you she felt the dick que le dio el guy. But I'm saying, dude, it's like, what the fuck? Right? And so it's kind of like, essentially, like, you think about it, like, what if that shit is now? I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure there is that shit now, right? But to my point is, like, they can't feel emotion. And then towards the end of the movie, like, they try to stop her, like, shut her down. But it's already too late. This bitch is literally controlling everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I saw a similar movie this year. It
The
was
next videos?
no, it was Companion. It was the same thing. It was like this dude. He bought like a sex robot, I guess. Well, basically like a AI girlfriend,
Yeah.
but he was able to control like the aggressiveness, how aggressive she was, like how smart she was, also control it. And then it was basically like a horror movie, but they looked like very real. Like you couldn't even tell it was a robot. But then I forgot what happens, but basically in the end, like I guess the robot was able to kill like the owner, because the owner was like kind of manipulating the robot. So he was kind of like evil. But then in the end, she was able to feel like emotion.
The dick. Is that what you're saying?
She was able to feel emotion because at the end, like the guy, I guess, was controlling her, and then they were like on a dining table, and then the robot was being tortured by the guy. Like he put like fire on her arm, basically like burning her, and then she was able to feel it, and then she was just like tearing up.
What the fuck?
But I feel like I don't think metal wires will ever be able to essentially feel what emotion is, right?
Yeah.
Like I think AI will get to a point where like quote unquote they feel emotion, but it's just like them taking what they've learned to what we call emotion and essentially just, applying that, right? Like it's just an action
Yeah.
that they're doing because humans do it and they're just mimicking it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That could be a possibility, yeah.
So, but for me, like they're never gonna feel what we feel, like
Right.
animals feel, right? They're never gonna essentially feel emotion. They'll just mimic it. But just kind of going back to like what you guys were just talking about, like 2 stories. Like I feel like we'll get it, maybe not in our lifetime, right? But we'll get to a point where like robots are gonna live, in between humans, right? And like people are gonna start like falling in love with robots at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's gonna be obviously like very odd, but I feel like there's gonna be people who just like it's gonna happen, bro. Like just can't find like a human partner. Like they'll go fucking buy a robot or fall for a robot.
Yeah.
I think what's gonna happen is like in the future, once we find a way how to make organs, like human organs, like artificially, I think that we're gonna be able to make like humans.
I think, yeah.
Well, I think
when
that's
you-
not
yeah,
in
yeah.
trial.
Yeah. I think it's weird though now that you bring that up. Like imagine kind of like y'all remember Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Cyborg?
Yeah.
Like that. That's why I feel like it's going towards that route. Like see, if you're missing an eye or whatever,
Yeah.
eventually it's gonna be technology fucking taking over that, and it's like you actually seeing.
Yeah, it's like stem cells. Like they grow
Yeah.
stem cells to repair the
Yeah.
part of the body. Or
Yeah, like the benefits I can see of that, it's like, like war barons like lose a limb or something, right?
Yeah.
So you can recreate your leg.
Which is crazy.
but like from scratch, I guess, are we able to make a human?
I feel like,
Man,
I think it's gonna be hard.
yeah. I feel like at some point we will. I also feel like one might happen. It's like we're gonna try and push so far that we try to like, como te diré, like try to be immortals to some extent, where we maybe are able to somehow transfer ourselves into like a robot body
They could transform.
No, güey, like, like, let's say in theory, right, like, que te saquen el cerebro, güey, te metan en un pinche cuerpo de robot, güey, and, like, essentially it's you thinking, but, like, are you going to be able to feel? Are you going to be different? Are you going to have emotions? Are you not?
I think it's gonna take a while because
No, yeah,
because
for sure, but,
they haven't even cured cancer.
yeah.
Like,
But I feel like, you know, somewhere in the future, not in our lifetime, of course, like, we're going to try and push for that as humans.
yeah.
Shit's weird. Would you guys ever have an AI robot as a butler?
No.
Like Omega 5?
No. We know why you want that.
No, my man. No, but just imagine if you did have one.
Well, I mean, you already have, like, for example, you already have, like, the robo vacuums. I know it's, like, it's very simple, but there's already little robots that you can essentially have clean your house.
Yeah.
There's nothing crazy, right? But
I can see Ryan having one. Who? I can see Ryan having one.
Shit, Ryan. I've never been single too long, man.
He's been single too long. I can see him having an AI robot.
I think it will. I think it's gonna take over because they're gonna take over like sex worker jobs, and because people want like certain things of like.
Imagine you going to a strip club and there's an AI woman and he just fucking throwing money at lo pendejo.
You're throwing bolts?
What the fuck?
But imagine like customizing your own girlfriend. That's gonna be wild. Like,
yeah,
like just specifically what your type is.
Yeah.
And then imagine customizing it. I think that's gonna be crazy.
It's like that Disney movie. What was it? Smart House or Smart Home? I don't know if y'all remember that movie.
When it come out.
No, man, it was a long ass time ago, bro. It was probably when we were in elementary. Smart Home or Smart House. But anyways, it was where like it's a family, right? Mm-hmm. And everything's is technology, and I guess you can say the Siri herself was controlling everything. So like they would say do this, do that, and she'll do it.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I don't know what clip. I don't really remember the whole movie, but then there's a scene where like. There's the system and everything, and then all of a sudden, the technology is building. So essentially, she becomes this human, and she takes over the house, telling them what to do or whatever. And I feel like essentially that's where it's gonna be, just shit like that.
Because that also reminded me of this episode of Black Mirror, where like I guess the lady was, I forgot she had some type of illness. But she went to the hospital, and then they told her that there was a way of surviving, but the only way of surviving was to get like a subscription. So like, hey, yeah. So they put like something, they implanted something in her body, but basically, as long as she paid the subscription, like she will live.
Fuck.
But then over time, like the subscription started getting like more expensive. Mm-hmm. And then the more you pay, the more features it would give you. Like,
so they'll live like a normal life, essentially.
Yeah, because
that's wild, man.
And then the higher you pay, like the more, because you couldn't travel a certain. If you had like the most basic like subscription, mm-hmm. you can only travel a certain amount, and within the.
Yeah, you're like in a radius from like let's say like headquarters,
like a certain radius. But if you paid like the premium. Like you can travel anywhere, but basically,
see that's crazy because then they can just like contain us, bro.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah. But then it was kind of like messed up because basically the guy, it was the wife that was like was ill, but she was able to survive because of the subscription, and then
nice look.
Like basically what happened at the end was the guy, they couldn't afford it. So then basically the wife was like starting to die. Mm-hmm. Like every day she would get worse because she had like the most basic subscription. And she even started getting like slower. Because you know how you have like the most basic, it slows down your data.
So kind of like iPhones where like, you know, there's like software updates mm-hmm. and like the older models start to get slower.
Like that.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, and then basically the dude went like crazy because he started like doing like what's it called? Like online webcam, and he would do a bunch of crazy shit so that he would afford to pay for his wife's subscription.
I always wonder, bro, like movies like that, right? There, or like science fiction. It's like, who the fuck thinks of that shit? You feel me? Like someone gotta be stoned in a motherfucker, bro, and be like, this will make a good movie. Like Squid Games, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like obviously it's really popular now, but like,
Well,
how do you think of like?
based on a true story?
Well, yeah, but they took like inspiration of that.
Yeah.
Obviously, he changed that up a lot, but who the fuck thinks of that? They're just in the middle of the night, like, this will make a good story.
I don't know. Probably as ChatGPT. I don't know, but imagine if we like fucking everything went black out. We didn't have technology.
Oh, man, a lot of people would struggle, bro. Like,
Especially the younger generation.
Even now, bro, like, people depend so much on technology.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think people wake up, the first thing they do is look at their phone.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do without a phone
I go
nowadays.
take a shit, no.
We be scrolling on the toilet.
No, I just
On
go,
TikTok.
bro. What the fuck? Fuck that shit.
Well, that's what I do, but like your whole life is basically on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Your social media, your contacts, like your music, photos
So where do you put your phone after you need a wipe?
next to the sink.
One hand on the phone, bro. The other
That's
hand
what I
wiping.
see.
bro.
That's what I figured.
Bruh.
He's like, I can't miss the short, bro.
Bro, you're not worried about FBI checking you out when you're taking this shit?
No. What some people do, like when they want to watch it, they put the pants down and they put the phone on the underwear. They will be watching it like this.
What the fuck?
Pinche caca stains en el...
Yeah, for real. No mames, dude.
Imagínate, tienes el pinche boxer todo cagado, güey, y pones el teléfono aquí.
I'm not saying I do it, but I know some people.
I know,
do.
bro. You know a little too much.
You know it too well.
Yeah.
I feel like you might have done it once because you had nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
You say yeah.
But have you guys like ever tried to do like a detox from like technology?
I guess the closest thing I ever did was get rid of my social media at some point, and then it was actually one of the best things to do, bro. It helped me like not depend on fucking scrolling through shit and like, and all that bullshit and nonsense, and then comparing yourself to some other people, which half things could be fake.
Yeah, I think we all found it.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
it's just not healthy. Like you said, like for the mental health and everything, it's just not healthy because it makes you
because
lazy.
you're always
and everything.
comparing, right?
Yeah.
And like people are only gonna post like the best parts of their life, in social media. So you might be, struggling, trying to get through by your life. You might be going through problems, and then you see so man, they're out at the lake, they're out in a boat, or you see influencers, right? Multi-million-dollar house, traveling, and you're like, you just sit there. I'm like, you feel like a failure, man. You feel like you're not.
You're comparing.
Right. And I think that gets to like a lot of people to some degree. Like, it's happened to me too, right? Where I'm like, shit, bro, like I'm not doing well enough. I don't know, bro. It sucks, bro. And I'm like, you lose that connection, right? You're like, what's real and what really matters.
Right. Yeah, because I think that saying goes like comparison is the what's it called? Comparison is the
We'll come back to you.
Come back.
Thank you for flying. Comparison is the
Okay.
anyway, the thief of comparison is the
thief of joy.
The thief of joy or something like that.
No, so yeah.
So basically, if you compare
your subscription is going too low, you're not functioning right no more.
No, if you compare yourself to other people, like it makes you like not be happy. Yeah, because you're always comparing shit to other people, and they're like, oh, I don't have that. I don't have this.
But I think people, you also start using that as excuses to be like, oh, like I'm so far in life, like they're doing this, like, and they just give up like so easily, right? Yeah. Well, just trying to achieve some sort of like physical goal or financial goal. They're like, oh, I'm never gonna do it. I wasted 3 years, so I'm already behind. They're like, why even try now? Like, regardless, like, time's gonna pass. Whether you do it or not, time's still gonna fly by. One day,
fun essentially.
and one day you're just gonna die, bro. And you're gonna be there in your deathbed with regrets for not taking the chance or even starting.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But yeah, I think that's the closest thing I've got into detox. But I mean, obviously now I'll make my Instagram just because of what we're doing, right? To make it, put ourselves out there a little bit more. But what about you guys? What about the closest thing y'all have ever done?
What I started doing just recently, actually, it was like the phone thing in the mornings. I used to like, first thing would check my phone. Like, what I've tried to do is delay it for like an hour until like I get into the office. So like I won't check anything in the morning. I'll even drive to work with like the radio turned off, just so I can like, essentially like wake up and let my brain just kind of, take it in. Cause like you start mindlessly scrolling, like that's what I was like referencing earlier. It's like you're consuming information, just like mindlessly scrolling.
Yeah.
I don't think we're built to be consuming so much. So yeah, what I've started doing is like every hour, first hour of my day, it's like I won't use my phone. I won't listen to the radio to work. And what I've noticed, like it helps me focus more during the day. And also at night, I try not to use it like the last hour or even like watch TV. So just kind of like it helps me sleep also better. And I think I wake up more energized as well.
That's good. What about you, Vic?
I try to, but I just can't.
You just can't?
No, I think it's
private or public browser do you use?
Private.
That's weird.
No, but
what are you trying to say?
I guess. I mean, I still use social media and like TikTok, YouTube, but I try to reduce the time I use it. Because on TikTok, it gives you like an option, like you can have a timer where it tells you, oh, you've been on TikTok for an hour and a half. Like you should like
take a break.
Yeah, take a break. That's what I have. But I mean, like if I can live without it.
Hey, about to say fuck no. He's like, fuck no.
I think you can. It's just really hard to like the first couple of weeks. I think it'll be really hard, and after you get used to it, it'll be like it'll just be normal, like not having to always be checking your phone.
I mean,
I think you depend too damn much on technology, bro.
As long as you're using it for a good thing. For example, like if you.
Well, let's say social media in particular, right?
Yeah, like instead of using social media, like read a book on your phone.
Right.
Or if you're looking at videos.
Like watch a long, productive video, not shorts that are like different information every time, right?
Yeah,
like engaging videos.
Like, watch like a informative or something that is going to
teach you something, a skill or whatever.
Yeah. But as long as you use it for something good.
What about this? ¿Quién eres sin Wi-Fi? Or without
another Mexican.
Like, what do you...
Bro, I'm gonna fucking die. That shit. I need my Wi-Fi, bro. Like,
this motherfucker.
You gonna fucking die?
Yes.
So you don't know who you are if there was no servers, no nothing.
You mean? Well, let me tell you this. Okay. I think the greatest invention that we have in human history or humankind is the internet.
Man, I thought you were gonna say some shit. It's like some deep shit, bro. You came out with like the internet.
Bro, the internet like changed so many ways in society. Like, if we don't have, what do you mean if we don't have Wi-Fi? Like, you live without it?
Like, you didn't have nothing. Like, right now.
Let's say tomorrow Wi-Fi disappeared.
Like, service, everything.
Here's what I'm going to do. If I don't have Wi-Fi, I guess,
he's going to jump the fucking off of the balcony, bro. You're going to fucking jump.
Well, the first thing I thought about was listening to my music. How am I going to listen to music without Wi-Fi? Like
the discs? What about the original discs?
Yeah, like I have my physical media, like the CDs, my iPod.
Yeah.
Go get your Walkman.
But with like other things, like video games,
Damn, bro, estás mordiendo la fucking nail.
it's kind of tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I can see you struggling. De por sí, just by asking you the question.
well, he also works in the tech field, so this guy is super techy.
Yeah, because I'm an engineer, so like it's kind of rough. It's like, well, what if, let's say, what if you're a mechanic and there's no car? Like, what are you gonna do now? So
that is true.
what if there's no I guess.
But you still haven't answered my question. Who are you if there was no internet or anything like that?
He'd be the first one to go out of the group, bro. When AI.
Well, actually, I just saw a movie like about, it was called Sound of Metal, and it was about this drummer who lost his hearing, so like he couldn't hear anything. So like, and he was a drummer, but basically like he had to like change his whole life.
Yeah.
And basically he joined like a deaf community, and like he learned how to sign language and all that. But like for him, it was like rough because music was his whole life. So imagine becoming deaf and your whole life revolves around music. Like, how the hell do you live without music?
Yeah,
I don't think you're understanding.
Wi-Fi doesn't control your life.
But that's what I'm saying. At the end of the movie, like, he realized that, because at the end of the movie, basically what happens, he gets implants on his ear to listen to, but it wasn't the same, right? But then at the end, he took them off, and he realized that, like, he had to accept his fate. Like it's such a good movie because he realized that, like, his whole life had changed, but he also kind of adjusted to his new life. But I think that's what I would do. Like, if I had no Wi-Fi,
You will cut off your ear and essentially learn to value life, or what the fuck are you saying?
I think I mean, well, like, cut off the Wi-Fi, right? And basically, think of another way to, like, appreciate life. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
So who are you without Wi-Fi? Okay, moving on. This dude just never he can't live without it. What about you?
Me? I mean, shit, bro. I grew up in Mexico when I was little, so I mean, I was able to get by. And every time we would go to Mexico in the summer to, like, stay at my grandparents' ranch, like, the ranch was like, es lo que dice rancho. Like, there was no Wi-Fi. Pinche, I mean, I talked about it last time, right? Like, las TVs, las antenas, las hacíamos de alambre con caña. So I don't know, man. Like, when I would go, bro, like, I would just feel like time would go slower. You're living in the moment, so
Yeah.
you're not in a rush to, like, get things done. But that's like a whole nother thing, right? I just feel like you really start to, like, appreciate life, and, like, essentially you get used to it, right? And you enjoy the moment, and you live there, and you realize how much we miss by being, like, looking at a screen all day, or trying to connect with people all the time, right? When, like, you have loved ones right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, we're so stuck trying to consume and be something to impress other people online, that we sometimes lose, like, the purpose, right? Or lose that connection to, like, the ones we already have there. And by the time, it might be too late, like, to really appreciate that time that we had with them.
Yeah, and I appreciate you didn't have to go 360 like homeboy over here. He didn't even know how to fucking describe himself.
Or, yeah, because I would have to think of something else that I really like music. So I'll probably do that and not focus on technology. Because, like, I mean, there's a lot of artists that have kind of changed their whole life. Like, they used to be musicians, but now they're, like, farmers. Like, what's his name?
Still going with all the 360.
Oh yeah, because I was listening to the podcast and Juan was talking about Waka Flocka, and then that just came on my head, and I was like, oh shit, he used to be a musician, and then he became a farmer, and now he just
Pero tú, güey, not Waka Flocka.
You ain't Waka Flocka, bro. You don't do it with no hands, brother.
What would Victor Aragon do? Aragon.
Yo, believe my last name.
Aragon.
Aragon.
A ver, tú, güey, en lo que este güey piensa, you go ahead.
Wow, man. I mean, essentially, like you said, we grew up fucking playing outside, right? Like, we were that generation. I would still just be outside, honestly.
I feel like sports, bro. I feel like you would see a lot more of, like, the parks full kids.
Hell yeah.
Bro, because, like, now you don't even see kids playing on the street like we used to play.
Yeah.
Boy, I remember playing in the street. ¿Te acuerdas in the middle of the night? Que nos acostábamos en la calle, güey.
Oh,
Y
yeah.
esperándose a que un carro pasaba. And we would wait for the car to get pretty close, and then we would get
Yeah.
up,
But see, that's, you know, the adrenaline. It was just fun. I mean, it was dangerous.
It was so
But
dangerous,
it was like you lived in the moment. Those were like the moments that like, that's pendejo, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's funny, bro. Like, those are the moments you cherish, bro.
But yeah, that's a kid.
I can see you fucking laying on the fucking road y tu fucking phone. Y luego venga un carro. Victor, viene el carro. Huh? And then you get ran over.
But as a kid, yeah, like all that, we lived through that. Like no technology, we just play it outside.
Well, essentially, you would just revert back to that.
But what about now? Like,
I mean, you probably struggle like the first couple weeks, right? And then at some point you'll adjust.
He's struggling in the first second.
I'll fucking relapse. I'll be like, let me get it.
It's gonna be a fucking crack kick there, like, yeah, bro.
I can see you
Let
doing
me
it.
plug in my Wi-Fi real quick. I'm gonna turn it on.
No, man. I can see you fucking like be like relapsing and shit. Like, you will lose your shit, bro.
It's a freaking addiction. Like, you don't understand.
I don't understand. I don't.
But because like other people around you are using technology, right? So how do you go about that? Like, let's say you don't have a phone, you don't have anything connection with technology, but the people around you have phones. Like, how do you get in contact with them? How do you
Like back in the day, brother.
yeah, like write mail, postal?
Everything.
I mean, there was home phones.
Yeah.
You're only taking Wi-Fi away.
Yeah.
Well, Wi-Fi's only been around for
I feel like it's
a few
giving
decades.
I feel like it's giving him a headache.
Just become a priest at this point, bro. Bro.
You need a detox, bro.
Yeah.
What's your average time like on your phone? The screen time.
Yeah, everybody look at their phone.
Mine's like, well, I'm recording with mine, but mine's like 3.5.
Mine is 3 hours daily average.
No, that's not bad. Cool.
How much you said?
What's your daily hour?
Oh, probably like 3.5 to 4.
Yeah.
Mine is 3 hours.
Okay, I thought you were gonna be worse, bro.
Yeah, no.
Wait, that was for today.
Already? Bro, it ain't even noon.
No, wait. Wait, hold up. No, it says for this week it says 3 hours.
But you talking about essentially like being on your phone like without taking a break?
Well, I mean, I'm saying like the screen time it tells you whether you're using maps, watching a video, or whatever.
But last week it was 5 hours and 30 minutes.
Damn, bro. Fuck.
And most of it was TikTok and YouTube.
This motherfucker, dude, you can't be serious.
I'm just so glad I never got into TikTok, bro. Like, I only downloaded it for the podcast, but I still don't even use that shit.
I had a TikTok when it was COVID times because that's when it was booming, and it's all we had to do, bro.
Me too. I didn't have a TikTok until COVID because we didn't have nothing else to do, and it was like the most popular thing at the time.
Yeah, and that's an addiction to you,
for real. But it's I don't think it's such a bad thing because you also get you stay current with what's going on, right?
Right.
It's like a news outlet in a way.
Motherfucker. Watching people dance.
You stay up to date with the latest memes.
Nah, bro, you tripping, bro.
I feel like you do depend too much on fucking technology, bro. Like, si te quieres reír, you just go on TikTok, le pones, I want something funny.
Yeah.
I feel like you're the type of person to do that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, you don't even go like, I'm gonna mess with these guys, send them a fucking retarded message on the chat or whatever. No, es para reírme un poco. Like, you'd be like, I'm gonna just go to TikTok. And then you're like, ha, 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 I'm good now. And shit like that.
I'll be on Reddit, too.
What are you not on?
I deleted Twitter.
You mean X? Get it right.
X. I still have Facebook just because of Facebook Market, but I don't use it like for social media.
I would say, go ahead.
But I wish there was like another app just for Facebook Market, because I would definitely delete Facebook if there wasn't any. I mean, the only one that I use regularly is just Instagram, because I deleted Snapchat. I haven't used it in like 5 or 6 years. And then X, I deleted it.
I only keep Snapchat because of like my photos and videos that I have there. That's the only reason. But I don't even use it.
But yeah, it counts.
Well, what about, okay, so to wrap it all up, do you guys think AI is our bestie or is it our jefe? It's two different things.
That's a half for a lot of people. We got one right here.
No, motherfuckers slave to it, bro. Like, you're enslaving yourself for it, bro.
Like technology, bro, like it depends on your use. It can be either good or bad, right? Like, we already mentioned that. But like for the average consumer, bro, like it's a half of eggs.
Yeah.
It definitely, I think it definitely is. It's like a boss. Because I used to shop a lot on Amazon, like 1 or 2 years ago. Like,
yeah, I was really bad too.
Like maybe like once every 2 times a week, because like it shows up on your house the next day, like Prime.
Yeah.
But now I deleted it. Like I don't even use it. Well, I ordered like a few things, but like not as much as before.
Because has it happened to you guys where, let's say you're doing something, or like, oh shit, like let me look up like something, right? Like productive or like how to do something. And then like before you know, you're there scrolling, you know, for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like you're going to look up something and then you're like, oh, like let me open Instagram, and like then you get stuck, you know, scrolling.
Yeah.
Or Facebook, right?
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Like you waste your time.
Yeah, because I look for something and I'm like, oh shit, what the hell was I looking for in the first place?
Yeah.
And then I forget, and I'm just there like scrolling for like 2 hours,
3 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours.
Or so sometimes just a habit, bro. Like you don't need to check it, but it's just a habit. Lo agarras y ahí empiezas.
Damn.
There's just brain memory.
See, that was me when I had social media, bro. I said, fuck that shit. I can't do that. And I took that shit off. I never even do the like, oh, I need to go check this. If anything, I'm always on YouTube, just videos.
Yeah, it's funny because at work, they're like, you know how there's brain rot? Brain rot is like basically like a bunch of like memes and stupid videos. But people at work be like quoting like the freaking TikTok sound, like nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
I don't even know
like that.
What the fuck that is, bro. What the fuck is that?
The fucking TikTok, the sound. Like nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
The fuck is that?
Right now you can save 150 pounds.
But yeah, that'll be it for you guys. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe.
Y si perdiste 30 minutos, aquí no te preocupes, aquí todo es gratis. Menos el wifi de tu abuela.
Ya págale a tu abuelita, güey, no mandes.
Yeah, oh yeah, and by the way, we use ChatGPT for this podcast, for the outline.
We said that, dumbass.
We already said
it? Yeah.
No, we didn't.
I said it.
Oh.
Well, anyways, you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Peace.